My next tip is to clear out all of the ghosts in the room before you go back and break these boxes. Because now I can go through and break all the crates and then grab my tool, loot up, completely safe with no ghost trying to attack me. You have a much smaller risk of dying if you go and kill all the ghosts first and then come back through and loot up all the crates. Another important safety tip to keep in mind is to beware of the mining monkey. He is invincible, he cannot be defeated by any item in the game, so your best chance is to sneak past him. If you get too close, he's gonna latch onto you for a jump scare and eliminate you. If he latches onto you, I actually find it best to let him eliminate you and go back for your items, because if you run back to this entrance of the reactor, there's actually a chance that he will get stuck back here and prevent you from going deeper. Oh dude, if he latches onto you, you can run! You can break out of him! Okay, what is happening here?
There's no breaking out of it. There's no breaking out of it.
I don't think he's supposed to be here.
We're just like about to run. Just say goodbye.
If that happens, your run is kind of over and you just gotta wait for a new run to start. So whatever you do not bring him down here. If he latches onto you, I'm sorry, just accept your fate and try again. It's much easier to respawn and go collect your items than it is to get him wedged out from this entrance. So down in the reactor, there are actually these lamps hanging on the wall. You can use a ghost core and charge it up. However, this is actually something that I would advise against using. As you saw, it eats up a lot of your energy, which again, energy is something you want to save as much as possible to use in the reactor later to up your points and up your rank. So instead of using the energy for that, do what I just did, charge up your lamp, keep a lamp with you. It's much more energy efficient, especially if you're using the flashing method I taught you. And rather than using your energy on something in the wall that you can't bring with you, it's much easier to use the lantern and just bring the lantern with you. Now once you get to a point where you're opening doors deeper in the reactor, you're gonna find these rooms with these acid pools. Bro, get out of here!
Huh?
Buddy is doing the cha-cha slide. These acid pools are actually very hard to see in some spots of the map. Like right here, the acid is kind of difficult to see. If you're not paying attention, you might walk right in there. Once you touch the acid, it is instant death, and your items have a chance of falling in. If they fall too deep in, you will not be able to retrieve them. So please, keep an eye out for these acid pools. And this guy really needs to stop bothering me. Get out of here, bro. Another thing you should pay close attention to is the purple gates. Because while they're active, you can't enter through them, but the ghosts can. And they are not see-through, so if you're too close to a purple gate, a ghost can totally jump out from behind it and get you without you ever even knowing he was there. And sometimes the guys that throw their flaming heads will actually throw their head through the gate and snipe you. Let's go in here. What?
That's crazy.
And you won't ever know it's coming, so you really do just have to be careful around those gates. Okay, so the alarm bells just rang, the void is coming, and while that's happening, a great thing to do is go ahead and grab any tools that you dropped and bring them back to the entrance. I started a little too late here, but ideally you would start this before the void starts eating up the mines. Just go around, if there's any tools you missed, grab them, I got one right here too, and then bring them back to the entrance. Any extra tools that you save for the next round is money that you save for the next round because you won't have to repurchase them when the next round begins. You can go right in with your freshly charged baton, kill some ghosts, suck up some energy, and you won't have to spend that energy on replacing your tools. And here's a little bonus tip while we're here. Now that the round has ended and we made some money, you're going to want to go and check if you can rank up. So just scan your card, see if you can earn a rank. I currently can't, but if you can, you definitely want to rank up. I mean, that's the whole reason you're watching, right? But like I said, in the future, ranks will be very important because there will be items in the game that you can only obtain by being a higher rank. My guess is that this room will probably open and this is where you can go ahead and grab those items. But that's not confirmed. That's just an RJ the Shade guess. A game theory. And one last thing to note with this machine is only one gorilla can use it at a time. So if you're in a lobby with your friends, just note that if your friend scans the card, it's gonna take the screen off of your name and it's gonna give it to your friend and give them control of it, which is sometimes a little annoying in 10-player lobbies. So just be cautious of the fact that if you scan your card, it's gonna block the person who is using it out of using it until you're done. And now that I've shown you every important tip and trick that I've learned in the Ghost Reactor, it's finally time for me to show you the secret Easter egg that Lemming hid down here.